The Mall of America is fucking great. I really enjoy it. It's a lot of walking. I know for a fact I lost weight. I didn't eat any of the fucking food. The only thing I ate in there was Brugger's bagels with turkey on it. And Legoland, I was going to go in there, but you could smell the fucking flu. You could smell it. There's kids everywhere in there. Fucking, that's the only problem. Even if you go early, you got to take a flu shot and wear a scarf. You got to walk around in there like a Japanese at an airport with a mask over your fucking mouth because you're definitely going to get sick.
Do you bring medicine?
I bring everything.
Yeah?
I bring fucking I have everything I have for every ailment I've ever had. I carry some of it on the plane. That's immediate. Nose spray, the Tylenols, the other one, anxiety medication, a vapor pen. I'm prepared. And then in the room, in my travel bag is where I have my eardrops and shit like that. Then I have another bag. And in there I have like pieces for the sleep apnea machine, sugar for coffee, blue packages of coffee, a lighter, rolling papers. It's all backup. So anytime I go to the store before I travel, I get 2 of each and I stuck it in there. If anything ever happens, I got rolling papers in the sleep apnea machine. I got a lighter hitting in the sleep apnea machine. Just in case we're on an island, who's going to fucking live? At least I got 2 days of clarity by smoking until fucking I got to start eating rocks and shit.
Have you ever been sick, like full on, like a flu?
Yes.
At a gig? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no.
I had in Chicago last year, 2 years ago in Rosewood, where I taped the special. That was the worst ever. I had that shit of vertigo.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was fucking horrible. I could have canceled, but I didn't on a Saturday night. I remember walking in the airport the next day and thinking that I felt like I was going to die. I had to walk a certain way because every time I stepped out of it, the place would spin.
That's scary. One of the maddest times I've ever been at my mother was she got vertigo and fell down and they called an ambulance. Like they had to bring an ambulance.
No, it's horrible. I made it through the show. I laid down all day. I didn't make any unnecessary movements. It was something to do with my ears and swimming. So I tried to drain my ears, Q-tipped them, and then I did the best I could on stage. If I'd go a certain way, I couldn't be very animated. It's a motherfucker to get sick when you have to do comedy, and I've seen people work through it, man. It's like anything else. It's like anything else. It's not even the sickness. What about the personal issues? What about if you're going through a divorce? What about if somebody in your family dies? What about if your family is ill? You still got to turn it on for that hour. One of the biggest lessons I learned, I think one of the things that made me, that toughened me up the most, was when I forced myself to do a set after I drop off my daughter, Jackie. When I drop her off on Wednesdays, I can never describe to you people at home how bad I felt. Because it always felt like it was the last time I was going to see her. And I would go home, the first couple of weeks I would go home and get upset and get angry and fucking puke from the anger. You have to fucking, when you get that headache and your blood pressure rises, or my blood pressure would drop, I'd puke. And then I figured it out after like 3 weeks. I said, the only way I'm going to get good at comedy and the only way I'm going to overcome this pain is by forcing myself to do comedy after I drop her off immediately. So there was just one room that started at 8 on Wednesdays. Thank God for Andy Payton. And I would drop her off at 7 at the Safeway. And right from the Safeway, I would force myself to this fucking comedy room with 6 people. And I would probably cry halfway there, and then the other halfway I'd be okay. I'd always had a joint in the ashtray. And that, that's mental toughness when you have to go on stage with that pain, in the beginning of comedy, you have to go on stage, and this month you don't pay the rent. How can you crack jokes when you're about to get thrown the fuck out? Or when you can't pay your car insurance? But this is all part of the toughness.